I've been mapping railroads for the last 5 years, and I decided to do a project here, the Monon coal spurs and the Milwaukee Roads coal spurs in southwestern Indiana, and it's turned out to be quite a project. I already had most of them mapped, but I discovered this wonderful site done by the Indiana Department of Natural Resources that actually lists the coal mines and the type of coal and all that on their site. And so I went ahead and put these two maps together. One is the Milwaukee Road right there, and the other one's the Monon, and I'm going to use the Monon here for the example because it's not quite as busy. But there's enough information here to keep you out of trouble for quite some time if you want to drill down and find the history of all these coal mines. The maps are divided into sections here, and we have currently active tracks right now. And what I did is I included, like, all these are Indiana Railroad now that are active, but then I had the former Milwaukee Road there, and then the Monon roads, the former Monon roads right here. And I mapped them all so you can see how all these lines interacted. I even included this old Pennsylvania line here that ran, if I can get a hold of it here, screen capture on, from Bushrod to Duggar. Some sources claim that the Monon had trackage rights to on this line too. Over here, the old Milwaukee Road ran over here somewhere. So this gives you an idea how all the lines kind of interacted with one another. And like I say, this is the Monon spurs that I was able to run down. I'm sure it's not totally accurate or complete, but it's a start anyways. Somebody that wants to take over this project. And by the way, you can download this map to a KML file just by clicking on these three dots here and download KML right there, and then the entire map, and then you can just click OK, and it downloads a KMZ file that you download to Google Earth and make any modifications you want to make. So you don't need write access to this map in order to download it. And please feel free to take this map and improve it. That's what it's all about. So let me show you how it works here. You can see the map looks extremely busy, and it's divided into, we got 4 different kinds of icons here. We have the coal mines, which have the little mining icons right here. And we have the points of interest, and I'm going to go ahead and expand this out. Anytime you see this little eye right there like that, it's a link to another site. This is the monon.org site where you can get some pictures. I wasn't able to figure out how to actually go to the correct place, so you have to scroll down to find the particular item you're looking for in this site, but it's a great site to visit. We have the binoculars here, and that's where I was able to find places where I thought I could see the grade and street view, and they have little binoculars, and you click on one of those, and this is what it looks like. All icons have directions to that particular location, and if you click on the directions, it opens Google Map, and this map you have access to Street View if you want to use it. Like right here, come right there, and see where the old grade went right through there. And there it goes that direction. Now, I've already done this for you if Street View is available, at least as of now. But the downfall of Google My Maps, in my opinion, is it doesn't have Street View available. And Google, in its infinite wisdom, decided to drop support on its KML viewer, which was really nice. And I don't know why they did it, but they did it. So now then most of my local maps are broken on the site I've written before. But anyway, that's another story. But right now, I'm going to get into these mining maps. The Department of Natural Resources had just done a fabulous job at organizing their map of the coal mines. And a lot of them have information of when the mines are operating, the name of the mine, and even how deep some of the shafts went if they were shaft mines. So let me show you how one works here. Let's just pick this Stringtown mine. Notice we had a Monon branch running out here. And we click on that, and it gives you these links. Of course, we got the directions like I was telling you about. But I have the DNR coal mine map site link. And you click on that, and look what happens. I have it set up to where it goes to the GPS point where the Monon went at one time, and we can zoom in here. You see the location of that. So it looks like the Monon went right between a strip mine, which is designated in this brown color, and the shaft mines are designated in the blue color. So let's just click on this shaft mine and see what. And looky here, it looks like this is still active. It's a Bear Run mine, and we know that's. And it tells who operated it, and all that good stuff. And then we click on the brown here, and looks like we had a shaft mine, run by Bear Run mine, and a surface or strip mine. So it's active. Let's pick one that's inactive. Let's try this one right here. We had a little spur down here. And we'll go to the Buck Creek coal mine. Here we go. And I show it right here. That's where the Monon ended up. Let's see what kind of mine we had here. So we click on the brown area. And we have a surface mine. So we can click on more information on the mining report. And that tells us this surface mine ran from 1924 to 1936. It tells us the surface mine, the mine number, and all that good stuff. Who owned it. And let's close that window out. And let's click on one of these blue areas here. And that should get us into a shaft mine. There we go right there. And this is probably the one the Monons served at the time. It's an underground mine. And that tells you the time it ran. In fact, matter even call it Monon number 14 mine was one of its names. So that pretty well seals the deal that this was operated by the Monon at one time. And you can even get my maps from this site. It's just a wonderful piece of work. My hats off to the Department of Natural Resources for making this so easy to integrate into the maps. And there it says the mine was worked out. And there's the map of the mine. You can actually zoom in. And you hold the control key, I think it is. Yeah, actually shrink it to the size you want to shrink it to. And then go up and down and look at overall you want to look. And that's just about all there is to operating this software. You can gather an awful lot of information And I'm sure you can figure out tricks I haven't figured out yet in using this DNR site. And I'll put the links to both the Monon and the Milwaukee Road sites. They both operate exactly the same. And that's all there is to it.